the Terminator Zero, I wanted to watch this. I still want to watch this. Even after hearing what you told me about it, I still want to watch it, but I didn't. I was trying to binge it. I didn't get a chance to. I'm going to try and watch this for sure, but I know you did. What'd you think of this one? Tell me it's good. Tell me it's good.
Do you want an honest opinion, or you want what
All
everyone else is saying? Oh, God.
All honesty.
There we go. So, opening scene. Yeah. So, number one, I went into this wanting to like it, wanting to love it. I'm a huge Terminator fan, even though I didn't care for Dark Fate. I thought it was terrible.
Yeah.
And Genesis, I thought was good. It just... There were so many things going on. It was like, what the hell am I watching? And I've watched it like 2 or 3 times, and I still don't know what the hell's going on, because none of it makes sense. Like, it really doesn't make sense. But this, man, I mean, like, I jumped in. I'm like, hell yeah, you know, it's out. It's on Netflix. Like, each episode's like 20, 30, 40 minutes. I'm like, hell yeah, I'm getting into this. First 5-10 minutes, you know, just in shock and awe. I'm like, what the hell are they doing to this franchise? This does not make sense at all. You know, Terminators don't do that. What the hell? And yeah, it was I don't know how to explain. It was so painful watching 75% of the show.
Ooh,
it was downright painful. It hurt. Like, if it wasn't for the last 2 episodes, this show's easily like a 3 out of 10 at best.
Oh,
it does.
Wow.
It's that bad.
Damn.
Now, the last 2 episodes are like the redemption arc for the whole series. It's not bad. It starts making a little bit more sense, and, you know, it's actually kind of cool in some aspects. It bumps it up to like a 5 or 6 out of 10, but it's still overall not a good show. If you're a fan of the franchise, give it a watch. Tell me what you think, if you like it. But if you're like me and you see like the stuff that I saw, I didn't like it. I didn't care for it at all.
Okay, like, let's spoiler free. What was so, if you can work around it, what took away from it? What makes it so bad?
When you see some of the action sequences and stuff like that, you'll start to understand a little bit more. And like I said, I don't want to spoil it, but I'll say one thing real quick. There's one scene where a chick's fighting the Terminator. Well, actually, there's a few scenes. She's like karate kicking this and, you know, doing damage to this Terminator.
With kicks.
Yes. Like kicking him in the head, and he's like getting swayed around and stuff like that. She would have broke her freaking foot or leg or whatever doing a kick on him. Number 2, this like close to the same episode-ish area. She's like trying to, like, you know, run away, trying to save, you know, some people. Run away, get away from here type deal. And she like tackles the Terminator, and she's like holding him. First of all, you're not going to hold the Terminator. Second of all, the Terminator's like smashing her back over and over and over. I'm like,
Should be dead.
she would have been dead in the first hit. It's stuff like that. And it happens throughout the whole show.
Oh.
And it's just like, oh my God, you know, they're butchering the series. It's terrible. There's scenes like that throughout the whole show. And then there's, like I said, I don't want to spoil anything. There's quite a few things, questionable things that happen, especially in the last episode, that doesn't make sense at all either.
Damn, dude. So, I guess, is that your overall complaint? It's not consistent with what's already been established?
Not consistent. New characters, new everything.
None of the Connors, right? Like Sarah Connor,
Nope.
John Connor, they're not involved or anything
This
like that?
takes place in Tokyo, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. Whereas the other one's what, L.A.?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it's Los Angeles, I believe.
Yeah.
It's in Tokyo. Same time frame as Terminator 3.
Early
So
2000s.
Skynet's about to like launch their nukes throughout the whole planet. It takes place like a day, 2 days, 3 days right before the launch. So it's like Terminator 3.
Yeah.
Just the inconsistency. The voice actors did fine. I didn't have a problem with that. There's some episodes where it's literally all talking.
Like
And
no action going on?
Almost no. I mean, they try and throw an action scene here and there, but yeah, it's all talking. and it's just like, oh my god, it's like, just hurry up, get through this. And yeah, it's painful. But that was my main thing, though. Yeah, this turn, like I said, you can throw it, keep leave it in or whatever. The Terminator runs and he jumps. He's a T800, not a T1000.
Did they specifically say T800?
Dude, you can tell he's a T800. I mean, he's the typical, I just got my skin on my exosuit.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah,
those don't run.
they don't run. They don't jump. He's got a bow and arrow thing in his arm. Spoiler. He does that to himself.
Oh boy.
Yeah. And it gets worse. Oh, I didn't realize the freaking trailer like ruins half the show for you.
Just look. Okay. Animation looks nice. It looks clean.
Oh, animation's clean. It's damn good.
It looks good as an anime.
Yeah.
Man, I'm not looking forward to seeing these inconsistencies. Yeah, man, like just like you, I grew up with the Terminator series. I love the series. I think they're great. Well, at least 1 and 2 are. And
3 wasn't bad. I love 4.
3 was, you know, the worst one for a long time.
I agree.
But Genesis and Dark Fate kind of took over.
I like 4. I think Christian Bale did a phenomenal job with what he had to work. And then, Genesis just did their own thing. Like I said, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. And I think the best thing about it was freaking Matt Smith being in it. He was Skynet. Okay. Yeah. And then, Dark Fate, dude. Like, everyone's raving how great it was. You know, Arnold's like, yeah, Linda did a phenomenal job. And I'm like, okay, you know, it's supposed to take place after 2. I'm like, I'll give it a shot. The freaking worst one I've ever seen. It was so bad.
I did not like that they rewrote all the history that has happened.
That's James Cameron. That's James Cameron for you. Dude, the guy got, which I read this up after we talked about our Alien episode. Mm-hmm. James Cameron doesn't even consider Aliens to be a sequel to Alien. It's on there. It's on quote and everything. It's like he's got this like weird mental complex thing going on. He thinks he's like God's gift to filmmaking, I guess.
He made Avatar, right? So.
Yeah, that's trash.
I still haven't even watched the second one.
I finally watched the first one because it was free on Disney, and I'm like, oh God, it was terrible. I was like falling asleep through the whole damn thing.
It's boring. I'm not a fan. But yeah, man, I'm still gonna watch this.
You might enjoy it, and I'm not trying to take that away from you. Mm-hmm. I hope you enjoy it. But me being, me and you, we grew up on freaking Terminator and T2. We used to watch T2 like every other day on TV because it was so popular. Yep. You know, we could memorize every single line throughout the whole movie because we watched it so much. Us growing up in that, and then what you see in this anime, it like almost kind of pissed me off. I'm like, dude, how can y'all snot all over this? But yeah, like I said, once you see this, the preview showed the one where she kicks the Terminator and he gets all jacked up.
Yeah.
No, that doesn't happen.
I do remember, I want to say it was the first one where Reese like punched Arnold and he's like, but he like,
yeah.
He didn't like move back or anything like that. But
he just moved his head.
Yeah.
That was it. No, the anime, he like freaking gets all wobbly and messed up. I'm like, what the hell? It's like a kick like that to a metal head like that. Her freaking leg or foot or whatever she used is broken at that point. Unless she's got like heavy padding, her foot's broken. And then, like I said, you'll see the one scene I'm talking about where she's trying to hold the Terminator down. And she's getting punched in the back over and over and over, like would have died in one hit.
I know what I'm about to ask you, I think I would have difficulty doing, so maybe, I don't know if it's fair to ask, but if you could just bypass that, just pretend like this is the first time you watched a Terminator anything. Is it entertaining? Is it watchable?
If you've never seen any of the Terminators and you go into this one watching it, I think the only complaint you would probably have is that there's a lot of talking. A lot of slow points and a lot of talking. Otherwise, not knowing anything about Terminators, you'd probably enjoy it. Kind of like the Borderlands. If you went into the movie without knowing anything about it, you'd probably enjoy it. It probably wasn't bad. Yeah. But, being a fan and then going in and watching it, and it's like, holy crap, you know. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot. Like I said, there's a lot of talking because the I guess I could say part of it because the trailer shows it. There's two AIs in this show.
Hmm.
You got Skynet, then you got
Google.
I don't remember. There's another Skynet.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you see part of it though. The other robots that are walking the streets.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the other Skynet. I forget what her name is.
Interesting.
So
I'm definitely still gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna watch it. I'm probably not gonna be able to unsee what you just mentioned, the inconsistencies, but yeah, I'll still watch and I'll check it out. Whoa, hey, BB from the future here. So I watched the anime. I watched Terminator Zero. I wanted to give my 2 cents in now that I actually watched everything. And I can concur with Minarum. He is absolutely right. They mistreated the Terminator. They did not handle him correctly in the anime. The way a Terminator should be handled. He was too ginger. He was too soft. How the heck does a human hold a Terminator back? No. Terminator punches Kyle Reese, first movie. Reese goes flying across the room. When this Terminator was banging on her back, that girl should be dead. The scene should not have gone any longer. The opening scene, the Terminator weighs like 1,000 pounds, and it is hanging off of her leg on a piece of rope, and she's holding onto that rope with one hand. No, sir. No. This is not possible. And the scenes where she is kicking the Terminator and it's taking damage. No. The Terminator is too strong for that, too strong for a human to knock it off balance like that. It's not feasible unless she's wearing like steel-toed boots. Even then, no, just not. No, it is so wrong in so many ways that this anime story should not have happened the way it did because of those inconsistencies. Somebody mistreated, somebody wrote a really good story for Terminator. Actually, I really liked the story that they told, but they mishandled the Terminator. Whoever wrote the story, they got the cliff notes of what the Terminator is, what it does, what it's supposed to do, how it works. But somebody told him it was like Johnny Number 5, because this thing is not made out of titanium alloy. This is made out of aluminum foil. The way it is, it takes damage. No, it's just no. Oh my goodness. They big time dropped the ball on what the Terminator is on this one. Oh, the running. I actually did remember a scene. I could have swore that in Terminator 3, Arnold's T-850 runs. And yes, I looked back, and yeah, he definitely runs. However, I've not seen a single part or a scene where the Terminator jumps. And in the anime, it jumps like a good story, more or less. It is. These are stronger. They're supposed to have stronger armor, stronger joints. So maybe you can get away with the stronger joints, giving it the ability to jump if it was a T-850. However, as anywhere I could find in the series itself or online, Google it, all I found, it's a model 101, which is also a T-800. The T-800s are Terminator from part 1. So that one can definitely not run and definitely cannot jump. So either way you cut it, it's inconsistent. They got Terminator wrong in the Zero series. And other than that, they crafted a pretty damn good story. Pretty good story. I liked it overall. There is a lot of talking. I feel like they do a fairly good balancing act between action and storytelling. But yeah, there is a lot of talking. Don't watch this if you're sleepy, because I was watching this like at 11 p.m. or something like that, and I'm like dozing off in some of the scenes. My wife had to like, get up. I'm watching. But, but I mean, otherwise, I mean, it's a damn good story. It really is. You should definitely go check this out. I give it a 7 out of 10. Too many inconsistencies with the Terminator, but I thought they did a really good job telling a different Terminator story that does not involve the Connors, and you should definitely go check it out on Netflix.